Hello, Perception Trainers people, and welcome back to another video. So this is another You Asked, I Answer. So the question that I got was, can I manifest healing? As in, can I visualize myself being healed and manifest that through my visualization process? And my answer to this is a little bit complicated but also direct. What we need to understand again about how reality functions is that this is a cause and effect universe. Meaning every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Everything that is occurring as a result of everything that came before it. So reality is very complex, and we are never going to have an awareness of absolutely everything that's happening and how all of it unfolding is affecting what's happening to us. Because you could really back up and look at your life and say literally every single thing that happened from the beginning of this universe up till now. Every single thing that happened occurred and has affected the moment that you are experiencing right now. Every single thing that has happened since the creation of the universe has had an effect on what is manifesting as you and your reality right now. So of course, you're not going to be aware of absolutely every single factor that is going into what you are experiencing right now, what has manifested as your moment. Because every single thing affects your moment. So that can feel really overwhelming and like, well, then I don't have any control. But this is the thing. We absolutely have control. We don't have ultimate control, but we have some control over our own experience, over our own reality. And that comes through our consciousness. So our consciousness being aware of what has happened before, aware of what's happening currently, and our consciousness that is able to envision future circumstances that aren't yet happening. Those are the three aspects of our consciousness: memory, present moment awareness, and future vision. And I know that a lot of spiritual teachers say future vision isn't real and past vision isn't real. The only thing that is here is the present moment and all that stuff. Yes, but we're living in this reality where our current perception is of past, present, future. So let's play with that. This is how we're learning about how reality works. The illusion of time that allows us to have what appears to be an unfolding of circumstances, a cause-effect reality, is helping us to understand the structure and nature of reality itself. It's through our experience of time that we are having the capacity to understand ourselves as the universe. So it is this manifestation experience that we are going through, past, being able to understand the past, see what happened, how it's affecting the present, and what we want for the future. Being able to connect with a feeling of what we want that's different than what we have sets us on a different trajectory of creation. Because again, remember that there are many, in every single moment, there are many potentialities of choices we could make that are then the next effect of the next cause. The next cause of the next effect. You see? We could be where we are with sickness, and then we could go the natural healing route, or we could go the medical route. And that moment is going to affect, that choice is going to affect the manifestation of the next moment, and then the next choice, and then the next choice, and the next choice. And the farther we go down this path, the more the options of what could have happened on this path fade away from us. You see? So with healing, what I recommend is that we start with absolutely visualizing and feeling in our minds what it would feel like to be healthy, what it would feel like to be healed, what it would feel like to be in this elevated state of health. This is important, not because we're going to just sit there and feel what it feels like to be healthy and then that's going to change the body. What that's going to do is set you on a trajectory of going down a path that could create that outcome. Okay, now remember that there's epigenetics. There's all these things, the environment. There's many, many things that have played into health that are out of your control. So this is why when we all feel guilty and shame and blaming ourselves for our sicknesses and our disease all the time, that's overtaking responsibility. So we don't want to undertake responsibility. This just happened to me and I had no control over it. No, that's not true. Or it's anything that's going wrong in my body is 100% my fault and I made it happen and I need to blame myself. That's not true either. It's a combination of factors. Combination of things you had no control over, combination of things that you have complete control over. Your nutrition, the things that you think about, the amount of stress you allow to have in your body. These things are things we have control over. Your environment, you don't always have control over that. Yeah? The circumstances of your birth, you don't have control over that. The genetics you were given, you don't have control over that. We are here to optimize what we have been given. So we have to acknowledge reality for how it is, and at the same time, hold this higher vision for ourselves. And then from that, we need to understand that that's going to set us on a path. The more we focus on what we desire, it's going to tune our awareness to a path in that direction. So this doesn't mean you're going to spontaneously manifest healing. You might then manifest or step into, because you tuned your awareness to this high vibration of healing, your awareness expanded to see a book you wouldn't have seen before. And you're going to read it and it's going to have a little piece of information that then will lead you to your next step, which will make you more complex to read the next book. That's even more complex healing strategy that will then make it so that you're able to meet up with a certain practitioner who has work for you that you wouldn't have been able to do had you not read the book. That then leads to this, that leads to this, that leads to this, that might lead to your healing. And even if we look at things like spontaneous healing, like people who just seem to go into spontaneous remission, we need to understand that that too was a path. They didn't just spontaneously go into remission. They followed a path. There was a path that led to that moment where their body realigned. But that was not an isolated event. That was a path. So just because we don't understand the path doesn't mean it was spontaneous. So all I'm saying is this: we don't have complete control. We don't have no control. We are co-creating our reality. So when you focus on the thing that you desire, this is going to give you the best chance to be focusing your awareness on what will take you in the direction of that path to the highest degree that your life and your genetics will allow. So it may not be that you are capable of getting to where you want to go, and it may be that you're capable of going farther than where you want to go. But when you set your mind to what you desire, and then you start to allow yourself to feel what that would feel like, and then you start to choose things in your reality, you allow that feeling place of what did it feel like when I imagined myself healed, and now what in my current reality, what choices that are in front of me feel the most like that choice. You are on that path. So the manifestation is really visioning where you want to go, feeling what that would feel like, and then making the choices in your current reality that feel the most like that end goal. And then you walk the path. What does it feel like to be at the end? What choices in my current reality feel the most like that? And choosing that option every time. This is how we manifest. So again, you may not end up with the expected results, but you will be on that highest path. That feeling will lead you. You may still have your disease. You may still get sick. You may still be this thing. But what you will have learned along that path, what you will have discovered, what you will have evolved into, that is the point. That's what you really wanted to manifest, the journey. So envision what you want. How does it feel? What feels the most like that in my reality? And then walk the path and see where it leads. It may or may not lead where you want to go, but it's going to lead you to a higher place. And that's true manifestation. Choosing your highest path from where you actually are. Okay? So you may heal, you may not. But you're going to choose the highest path based on the highest feeling vibration of healing. And then allowing that to direct your choices. Allowing that to direct your choices. Because it's all choices. It's all an unfolding. Your highest potential lies in the highest thing you can imagine, the best feeling thing you can imagine, and then making the choices from this place, that feeling place of what's going to lead me to what feels most like that. Okay? So that's my take on manifestation, on healing, and I hope that helps, and I'll see you in the next video.